Hey YouTube, I know I look a mess. Hey, I am in a natural transition, so I'm really thinking about probably getting some professional twists. But obviously, you gotta twist your natural hair up, to keep it from matting up. But I'll probably end up doing something with it today. So yeah, I just want this video. I want to be about paperwork because obviously, when you're doing your own thing on lease operating, part of being successful in it is keeping your paperwork straight. So like obviously you're gonna need a ton of these because I done wrote down countless trips. You gotta keep record of everything. That's how you kind of can keep up with how much you get paid, how much you're gonna get paid, how much fuel you spend. If something went wrong with the load, obviously you're gonna put a note on that trip about what might have went wrong, whether it's detention, what reason you might have got there late, or if they did something. Always just keep your notes. So the main things that you most likely probably will need is like every time you get your fuel receipts, you want to kind of hold on to them so you can write them down. Now I've been slacking because I've been working. I'm telling you guys, I've been working hard. That's why when you really work hard, certain things do get neglected, like yourself, or something's gonna get neglected because you really trying to make that money. But the best thing to do is to write your trips down as soon as you get it. But by me being so tired, like I've been holding on to this for like about 3 days, so now I got to keep up with my receipts. So when I go to record it down in my books, I'm writing down how much I spent for this trip so that I can add up all my fuel for that week and deduct it from my revenue that I would have made. So I already know my fixed costs for my business. I know how much my truck payment is, how much the other stuff that Prom takes out, and now I will add all my fuel as well with it. So now I'm just pretty much writing down everything. So what I write down is, I don't even know if y'all can see it. Wait a minute. Let me try to, I got my tablet this time, so matter of fact, let me try to hold the book up. But I don't want to make a mistake and push stop and then I have to start all over again. I will be mad. But pretty much, you're just going to pretty much, write your trip, the location, your fuel, the miles, how many empty miles, how many loaded miles, what was the temperature. Like this one is going to get detention. So I reminded myself, well, I'm about to get $50 detention, what time I got there, and when it started, and when they started to load me. So I need to make sure that when I get my bills of lading back, that I'm gonna have my detention stamp. You gotta stamp it in order to get it, and they don't pay it out right away. So most likely this detention won't come until probably 2 pay periods from now. So I think that's a bunch of crap, But Prime has to pretty much fight with the shippers, because sometimes the shippers will try to say why they didn't load you, or they'll fight it to where they're not trying to pay out. But if they're not trying to pay out, then they need to hurry up and get drivers in and out. So right now, I'm just pretty much writing down all my fuel. Because remember, I filled more than I needed to because I wanted to go home for the holidays. So I know I kind of kicked myself in the tail, with the extra fuel, but it's worth it. So, it's like I said, sometimes it's not always about the money. So if you really take certain things serious, then you can't always be money hungry all the time. So let me just finish recording down my fuel receipts. Alright, so this is my last receipt. Alright, so I don't know why they gave me. Love's always gives you 2 receipts. Some people want 2, but I only need 1. I only need 1 receipt. But I submit my receipts to my CPA lady, and once I submit my receipts to her, she do my financials, so where at the end of the month, she send me my financials back, so that way I have a paper track of my business. So eventually when I go to try to get a loan for this truck or anything, I got proof that my business was making this and making writing that, so she keeping my books together. But this is furthermore keeping my books together. So after I write all my field receipts down, I got another folder that I pretty much just throw all my receipts in. So pretty much this thing is just full of receipts. So towards the end of the month, I'll just mail this whole thing to her, and she pretty much go through my receipts on a 30-day basis. So every 30 days, she's going through my receipts. So by the end of the year, she's not having to go through a whole year receipts. It's already calculated. So this year, when January comes, all I gotta do is pretty much send her my last settlement, and then she can file my taxes. And since this is my first year startup in my business, I'm pretty much going to break even and get a refund, and probably a decent refund. So obviously when you writing down all your stuff, don't forget to fill out a trip sheet too. You know, this is how you get paid. You got to scan this in. This right here is pretty much just for your records. You know, you don't scan this in. Only thing you scan in to get paid from Prime is your trip sheet and your bills of lading once you get them back. So a lot of times, sometimes, you know, I'll stack my bills away in a nice folder. But like one of these things right here, you can get this from like a truck stop. You know, it got like a little clipboard. So if I don't feel like pulling my folder out, I'll just clip it there and remind myself, damn, I need to hurry and put that away for storage. But at least it's somewhere where I can remember how to get to it. But this thing right here is a good storage. Like, this is pretty much my office in my truck. So a lot of times I'll sit this on my dash. So by the time a trip comes through, all I gotta do is reach over here, get my little office, and start writing down my paperwork, and doing my trip sheet and all that. So these little things come in handy. They got even little suitcases too I might end up getting. I might have like a little business suitcase, like I'm a business boss. Hey, I'm a boss, big boss, baby. But I'm gonna show y'all where I store all my bills. I mean, I got damn near a year worth of bills. It's about time to start throwing them bills away. Because usually after the year, after having bills for a year, by then it should be okay to throw them away, because nothing should arise from that. So let me show y'all where I store my bills. Three, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 pages. So I scanned in all 6 pages along with my trip sheet. So I'm done with this. I already wrote it down, already recorded it. So now I'm going to file it away into December's category. But this little suitcase, it actually organized. comfortably that it's not getting in the way and it's not everywhere. It's pretty much all organized in one little suitcase, and you wouldn't be able to tell that this is a year worth of documents. So that's not bad. They got so much stuff at Walmart or Office Depot or Dollar General or whatever. And so if you want to be a business owner or be professional, then be that, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna start doing next is, like, y'all see how I'm looking a little rugged, like I got my flannel on and the dang do-rag and all that. I'm about to start dressing with a button-up, like a button-up, some professional like slacks with some professional like professional shoes, and try to keep my hair done more often as best as I can if I'm not too tired. And I'm gonna start looking the part, because if I want to be a business owner, then I don't want to be looking all not business-like. So girl, if you don't move. Yeah, but you gotta stay on top of this stuff and take it serious, because if you don't take it serious, you're not gonna get far in your journey or far in what you're trying to do. And I'm the type of person, if I start something, you best to believe I'm gonna succeed. There's nothing that I set out to do that I'm not successful in, because I'm very competitive and I hate the word failure. I hate the feeling of failure. So failure is not an option for me. So that's why I stay trying to study. I stay trying to meet people that can help, teach me or whatever. Like, I'm always up for the game of trying to, get somewhere, because life's too short to be 40 or 50 or 60. And the question that crossed your mind, like, dang, what did I do with my life? I don't want to be one of them people. Like, I'm still in my 30s right now, so that's still pretty good youth to be somebody. I mean, I'm somebody now, but the sky's the limit. You can never go too high. You high as you think you are. So it's always room for improvement. So to me, I can always be better today than I was yesterday. So that's how I think. If I can't improve myself, then I really feel stagnant. I feel like I'm not living out my purpose. So I'm one of them people where I have to always do better today than I did yesterday, or I have to do better in this minute than I did the last minute, and I have to learn from things I've been through, because what you've been through pretty much makes your pedigree of what you are, who you can deal with, what you can deal with, what you can do, what you can't do. And I pretty much, like I said, when you lose it all is when you have it all to gain. Like, when you go through so much and pretty much go through everything in the freaking book, there's nothing else that nobody can throw at you, because you pretty much done been through it all. What else can you do to me that ain't nobody else did to me? So it might feel bad and it might be a whole lot at the time that you're going through what you're going through. But if you make it through it, you best believe you're gonna come out a huge champion. Like, you're gonna come out so strong that you'll be able to help people follow you, or you'll be able to help people to do what you do. That's exactly why I started making these videos, because I've been through a lot. So I mean, anytime somebody goes through something and somebody see your story and they can relate to what you've been through for what they're going through, that can give them the push they need to keep pushing. Because some people be ready to quit, and all it can take is somebody like me, or somebody like whoever else, or another YouTuber, or another person on the streets, or any, like, you don't know why God put people in your life. Like, who to say God didn't have you watch this video to put me in your life, or my stories in your life to inspire you to keep pushing, because maybe you was ready to quit? Or who to say that God ain't put your friend in your life, or your husband, or your wife, or your sister, or your brother? You don't know why you cross people's paths, but you better believe it's for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. So I'm really thinking about getting some professional tours. Like, I just kind of did this randomly because I didn't want my hair to mad up. Like, when you trying to go natural and you not really all the way educated about how to deal with your natural hair as a black woman, it can be a little confusing and hard, especially trying to keep this joint moisturized. But yeah, I'm trying to learn my natural characteristics as a black woman. I've been away from perms for like a year now, so I'm pretty much going through my natural journey, trying to get through these naps. So Hey, I might throw that wig on, bow, like a hat. I might even cock my wig to the side, like bow. Y'all see my wig cocked to the side? Or I might throw some track in there. If I get my real hair probably down to like right here, that'll be when I'll stop the wigs and the track. But until then, that's pretty much protective hairstyles until I get my desired length. And then, you know, I don't have to deal with picking it out or combing it out. Because you best believe, I don't care how grown you are, when you get some naps that are truly naps, even a grown person will cry. You hear me? Naps hurt. Naps hurt when you combing and picking. You like, oh, ow, ow, ow. All right, y'all. Let me stop. But yeah, man, I've been at this freaking ship, yo, for almost 10 goddamn hours, man. And I'm just fucking. Let me unplug this. I'm just barely getting in the dang door. Just getting in the door. And they told me detention for this is $50 an hour. So the appointment was for 8 o'clock this morning, and they just unloaded me, and now it's about 1700, so $50. But they don't count the first 2 hours, so they only give you detention after the first 2 hours. So the first 2 hours, so I got probably 8 hours, so 8 times 50. Y'all do the math, but time is the essence, everyone. You know, I'm gonna make a video about love. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like love is a hard thing to do for most people. Like, what's wrong with loving somebody? Even if, you know, you don't know them, and nothing wrong with loving your fellow brother. Try to practice loving somebody. You could make somebody day or save somebody. So, you know, I'm gonna make a video about that because there's so much hating and all that and negativity going on. It's just, it breaks my heart to see that people would rather hate you than give a heart to you. So it is what it is. But time is of the essence, everyone. Let's love each other, not judge each other. Let's love each other. Let me slow down. Let's love each other, not judge each other. Time is of the essence. Let me make better time of it and get my $50 an hour, baby. So deuces. Say deuces, Laney. Laney, you ain't licking on nobody's breastises, messing with my daughter-in-law's breastises. Laney, you better behave yourself, crazy girl. All right, y'all, let me go. All right, deuces.